This video discusses some subtle issues about the default value for a control inside a repeating section. So you can see here we've just taken an arbitrary UX component that has a repeating section, and for the city field here we've specified a default value, and we're using an expression to generate a GUID. So if we render the component, we can see that each row in the repeating section was given a unique GUID because the default value expression was evaluated each time a new row was initially rendered. But when I click the button to add a new row, every new row that gets added has the same GUID because the default value expression is not rendered when rows are added to an existing repeating section row. So in this video we'll show how you can make an Ajax callback when the user clicks the plus key here to add a new row, and then have the default value for the new row evaluated on the server and then sent back to populate the new repeating section row. So in order to do that, you can see we've gone to our client-side events here, and in the client-side events we've selected the after repeating section row add event over here, and the first thing that we're going to do is get the row number of the repeating section row that was just added. So we're going to use the get repeating section active row method, which you can find if you just go over to insert method over there, and then we're going to construct a name value pair which will be sent back as part of our Ajax callback. So we're going to go here and say data and then row number equals R. So now that we've done that, we can pass that back as the last parameter in our Ajax callback. So inside our Ajax callback, inside the event handler, we're going to be able to reference a variable called row number, which is going to be the row number of the active section row that was just added. And then you can see our Ajax callback is calling a function, an XBasic function called XB. So let's go take a look now at XB. You can see here inside XB we're just going to basically generate the JavaScript to set the value on the address field, and we're going to set the address value in row number and then e.rownum. So this is the value that is being passed back to us in the Ajax callback, and we could, if we put a debug one here, we would see it inside the e object. We would see that e.rownum has been passed back, and then we're just generating a new GUID on the server. So we're setting the value of address in the row number specified here. So let's now uncomment that last line where we had turned off the response. So now we're sending this JavaScript as our response from the Ajax callback. So now let's go here and click the plus key, and we can see that address now has a GUID, and every time we add a new row we're getting a unique value in that field over there. So what we've shown in this video is how we can use an Ajax callback to dynamically compute the value in a repeating section row that has been added on the fly by the user when the user clicks the add new row button. Thanks very much for watching.